From the Oklahoma newsroom, this is an OU update. I'm Jenny Carlson here with Jason Kersey. Jason, it is OU Baylor week. This has been a big game. Basically, these last 2 years has built up to a big matchup for OU after a couple losses to the Bears, but then a little added drama earlier this season when Baylor assistant coach Jeff Lebby was spotted on the Tulsa sideline during that game. Rewind us a little bit. Remind us of the situation there.
Well, basically, it sounds like Jeff Lebby was in town for a wedding. He's an OU graduate. He was he was actually an OU player briefly until he got hurt under Bob Stoops. Then he became a student assistant, and he's been at Baylor for the last few years. He was in town for a wedding. Baylor was on a bye week. Philip Montgomery, the Tulsa coach, was Baylor's offensive coordinator last year, so they're friends, and so he went to the game, and that is a big NCAA no-no.
A violation for sure under NCAA rules. You know, I'm not sure. There's probably a lot of debate about just how much of an advantage something like that would give Jeff Lebby and or Baylor, but if anything, hasn't it just added another layer of animosity to this whole game, this now budding rivalry, it seems?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Art Briles and Baylor have become such a thorn in the side of Bob Stoops and OU. Bob Stoops has never lost three straight years to the same Big 12 team, and that could happen this year. They've been completely blown out the last 2 years, just run out of the stadium, and so yeah, I mean, I think that a former student assistant, an OU guy, going to Baylor, coming back doing something like that, whether he meant to do anything wrong or not, I don't know if we'll ever know the truth about that, whether he meant to do anything wrong or not, but I think OU was certainly upset about it, and Bob Stoops was.
Yeah, probably the biggest thorn in the side is the way that Baylor has dominated. I mean, I think the Lebby situation is probably down the pecking order, but anytime you add a little bit more juice to a game that I think the Sooners were already excited about, I mean, I'm not saying that it costs Baylor, but it's just another level of interest, I think, that adds there for the Sooners.
Yeah, I think it definitely does. You know, it's one more thing about Baylor. You know, Baylor's taken recruits that OU wants the last couple of years. They've won 2 straight Big 12 titles. No team in the Big 12 won 2 straight Big 12 titles, except for OU for a long time, and now Baylor is sort of the standard bearer in the conference, and I'm sure that's not easy for OU to handle.
Going to be fun on Saturday night down in Waco. 7 o'clock start, game day will be there, and so will we. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoma.